Beautiful hedge fund managers. Too many hedge fund managers struggle because they think great returns are enough. Most of the time you think is that if I will generate only this much of performance or this much of return, so I will absolutely get the attraction that I need to get from the marketplace or that I deserve to get from the marketplace. Most of the time or all the time you are absolutely wrong. That doesn't mean that you don't need to actually generate return. You will absolutely need to do that because that's your own job. So that's is absolutely an obvious thing, but that will never be enough to scale up your own hedge fund or to actually build a hedge fund that will be successful for the long term and that will get you further to where you're gonna get or to where you want to achieve. Because of that, I have already made this video because I want to make you aware of what you need to understand to make sure that you will have the best of your own limited lifetime and to get to where you're gonna get, which is 1 billion in asset management in your own limited lifetime. So let's get into it directly. So I don't want to self-promote. That's what you are telling your own self. Our track record speaks for itself. We are not marketers, we are managers. That's what the most of the hedge fund managers, they are saying to their own self, and that's why they are actually where they are, because they are where they are. So we are not marketers, we are managers. That's what you keep telling your own self, or that you are saying to your own self, correct? And that's why you are struggling today. That's why you are struggling, because that's what you are saying to your own self, because you don't want to adapt the mentality that you need to adapt it in order to become a business owner. And if you want to become a business owner, which is a hedge fund manager, you need to have the two things that every business has already built on, which is sales and marketing. And let's be real, you are a good trader, but you are not a good salesman, you are not a good marketer. So you need actually to adapt the mentality to understand that, all right, in order to succeed, in order to achieve the next level, then I need actually to have marketers, or I need to have operators who would help me with the sales process, that will help me to go further to where I'm gonna get. Do you understand? Then you need to understand what the bottleneck other hedge fund managers like you they are going through. They are saying what I have already showed you right here. They don't want to do self-promote. Maybe they are saying that I don't want to do X and I don't want to do Y because there is regulation on the financial industry and I don't want to go through that. That's absolutely wrong. There is nothing like that, okay? Our track record will speak for itself. Even if your track record it will speak for itself, but if no one know about you, so you don't exist, okay? We are not marketers, we are managers. Even if you are not a marketer, then you need actually to leverage other skills to make sure that you will have the best outcome from it and the best benefits from it, correct? So let's get into it right here. So to understand something that will help you further, that's not humility, okay? It's not. That's obscurity with a polished dick. Okay, that's what most of you are doing, correct? You are doing that all the time. You making sure to redo the intro deck, or you doing something new that you thought that you need to do in order actually to get their attention, or in order to get the LPS interest, which is just absolutely wrong. That is not the case at all, okay? I will show you what the case look like. And it's the reason LPS don't call back. That's the exact reason why the LPS, they don't call back and they are not getting back to you. Okay, and you are getting ghosted most of the time. Why? I will show you why. I watched a 260 milli fund outperform for 4 straight years. For 4 straight years, they have already outperformed and everything went aggressively, massively well. But then, like that, it went to the next slide. I will show you how it went. Beat their benchmark by 11%. Risk framework built like a fortress. 0 brand presence. Okay, that's how it was for them. They weren't underperforming, they were invisible. Okay, so as you can see here, everything were in the place, but the main thing that actually made them to go backwards and that made them actually to stay where they are and not actually performing as they need to be perform is no one know about them. If no one know about you today, even if you have the best product today, you will never get the most of the hedge fund industry. You will never get the most of the traction. That is not only on the hedge fund industry, but on every business model, on every project. If no one know about you, they will never invest into you. That's it. And because of that, you need to understand that marketing, branding, that's the number one game in the space. And if you don't understand how you can do that, leverage other skills, partner up with others who can help you with that. And if you're truly looking to do something that would be great, something that will actually help you further for the long term, then you need to understand that. You need to adapt the mentality to say, all right, I totally understand it. If I want to get Y, which is 1 billion in management and beyond, I want to have other operators, and I want to get outside from this mentality that actually has already kept me for the last 10, 20 years as a solopreneur or as a trader behind the screens and introvert. Do you understand? Then you need to understand that you need to have the following. Then they made one decision. So everything, how it went right, they weren't underperforming, they were invisible. As you could see here, I watched it 260 milli found outperform for 4 straight years. So that's what they have done. Okay, but they weren't underperforming, they were invisible. Okay, so no one knows about them. No one could understand what they have already done. Even if you have the best return and the lowest drawdown report, but you don't exist. You are not grabbing attention. What I am doing today is I am grabbing attention, correct? I'm creating these videos, I'm grabbing attention, correct? Why, if you take a look on my YouTube channel, you will find over 100 videos that I have created. Is they have started building visibility with the same precision they use it to build a trade. So the same power, the same energy that you are putting into your own trading strategies, into your own portfolio management, you need to put it into the visibility, into the marketing side, the branding side, into spreading the message, spreading the goodness. Because today, if you have the best product but no one know about you are not helping anyone. And if you are not helping anyone, so why you are actually in the industry? So why you exist? You can just stay outside of the business, because you are here in the business to help the investors, to help the LPS, correct? So if no one can actually understand what you are doing, or no one can find out on your own project, then you are not helping anyone, and you are not doing your own job as a hedge fund manager. Then you need to understand that. That's what I'm gonna tell you right here. 6 months later, after they have already done this decision, how things look like for them. As you can see, LPS came in already warmed by the story. First calls sounded like third calls. Their narrative hit icy rooms before the deck did. So as you can see right here, so directly the LPS, they have already been warmed in. They are already warmed, ready to go into it, to invest into the fund. Because why? They have already seen their own brand. They have already done their due intelligence before they have already jumped on the calls, and they know what they are doing today. Do you understand? So that's why it has already helped them out to close more investment deals, close more LPS, and make sure that they will scale up the management constantly, massively, and aggressively, correct? So first call sounded like third calls. So do you understand how it feels like? All right, you jump on the calls with the LPS or with the investors. It feels like you don't have this wall, you don't have these limits between you and the other side. You have already came over the wall of the limits that anyone on any calls or any sales call keep having it, because they are going with cold traffic and no one know about you, and you need to educate them first, then you need to do the approach, etc. Correct? But now it feels like, all right, they know about you already. Now it feels like, all right, more like you are serving the others, someone who needs seeking help from you, and you are actually here to help them out, correct? So it feels absolutely another feeling. So what it has already changed, they stopped hiding behind humility and started owning their edge. That's what it has already changed, okay? They refined messaging for each LP type, shared insights that created demand. That's what they have already done. Build a presence that matched their performance. They didn't become marketers, they become discoverable. Okay, discoverable. That's what you need also to understand. That's what you need also to become, okay? Because capital doesn't chase silence, it follows signals, okay? Attention, you need to grab more attention. Money or capital follow attention, okay? If you are not grabbing new attention or new mass attention, new mass, generic mass of attention daily, no one know about you. You will not exist, and you don't exist as at all today and even for later on. So because capital doesn't chase silence, again, it follows signal. Okay, have that in the mind. If no one knows your edge, don't be surprised when they trade you like everyone else. Okay, so don't be surprised that they will jump on the calls with you and they will feel like, all right, we don't feel like, all right, we are finer here. Okay, I will be defensive right here. I will ask you all the questions to attack you to see if you are actually legit. Okay, because why? Because they haven't already seen anything from your own side that could actually confirm to them that you are not like the others. And that's what they need to see, that pre-call. And that's why I have already created videos on what you need to do with the positioning side, with the messaging side, pre-call, to warm up the investors or the LBS before they jump on the call. So it will be easier for you to close them. It will be easier for you to gain your own respect, or gain the needed respect to gain it on the beginning of the call. You can take a look on that video in the description below. And if you would like to take a look on other videos, you'll find it in the description below. It was ZiadSelo.